let me say it again for someone at the back. If you are policing Meghan on who she should support, who she should hang out with, who she should not hang out with, what she should do, how she should run her business, how she should dress, how she should sit, how she should eat, how she should do her hair, how she should do her makeup, you're no different from the UK media, and you're no different from the derangers. You're no fun. You're a hater disguised as a squiddy. Because I don't know why, somehow, the fact that Meghan and Harry went to Kris Jenner's birthday, a lot of people, these are not squiddies, because honestly, this is just disgusting. I think they're just haters disguised as squiddies. Now saying I'm going to unsupport. How dare you mingle with these people? Oh, these people, they're not morally upright. The Kardashians are evil. Blah 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 blah. Where is that same energy with the leftover roles for hosting Trump, a convicted felon? Where is that energy? Where is that energy when the leftover roles hosted Trump and Kate was flirting? And where is that? Look at Andrew. Look at Andrew. So where is it wrong? Stop telling Meghan who she should associate herself with, who they should not, who they should be friends with. One thing I know as a fan, you just support someone because you like them, you want them to win. And of course, I want you to trust Harry and Meghan's judgment. Come on, they're not dumb, they're not stupid, they know what they're doing. If they're friends with the Kardashians, clearly, over time and time again, the Kardashians have publicly supported them. And one thing with Meghan and Harry, they will always reciprocate that energy for their friends. If you show up for them, they will show up for you. And that's what they did. And of course, networking. Think, idiots, it's networking. Top 1% of people were there. Harry and Meghan have charities. Of course, they're going to network. They need to get some backing up, some funds, whatever, to support these charities. Think, stupid. Think. So it's so frustrating because I've seen this debate all over social media where the squaddies were like, we're done, no, and the squaddies were like, come on, get out of here. Just support Meghan for being Meghan. If you're a fan, you're just a fan. You just don't stop supporting someone because they did something that you were not happy about. You can have an opinion, you may not like something, but again, at the end of the day, just trust their judgment, okay? Just, that's all you gotta do. They know what they're doing, and as far as I'm concerned, I will support them because I trust their judgment. So if you have a problem, get out of here. We don't care about what you unfollowing, you not buying their things. You're not a fan, you're just a hater. These guys are not a fan. Now let me get to the story. The meltdown, like I said, it's still happening. You know, I would want to talk about anything else, but I'm telling you, it's just the Kardashians and the UK media. I kid you not. I would want to talk about anything, but that's what's happening right now. And when it comes to my girl, you know, I'm very protective, just as you guys are protective as well. And when you see that the UK media is getting pushback and the leftover roles are getting pushback and the internet is sick and tired of them, you gotta applause. You know, you gotta be like, yeah. And this is why some of us do videos bashing the leftover roles, because someone may ask you, why are you constantly talking about Bulliam and Mumbles? Why is Bulliam and Mumbles all over your page? Why are you talking about Charles? We need that sort of pushback. That pushback is what's helping us. That pushback is what's debunking these lies. Though when we present receipts, more people are opening their eyes. A good example is the poppy controversy. We had receipts on social media, and that's why people are like, damn, the UK media is messed up. So you cannot tell us not, the Scottish channels, not to talk about bullying, whatever. We need to push back so that the truth is out there. We need to push that truth, because if we don't, who will? So please stop parading people again and policing them and telling them what they should and should not do. We need to do that. That's why we fight for Harry and Meghan day in, day out. Because if we don't, who is going to? And the pushback is what's now making so many people open their eyes. The way Bulliam was being whacked in Rio for that pathetic climate speech. You see, people now see that this family is just messed up. So yeah, we need this pushback. So sometimes when I do these stories, you gotta understand that we need that hey, they think just because Harry and Meghan are not doing or talking about it, that does not mean they don't have supporters. And if there's one thing the UK media wants, is for Harry and Meghan not to have anybody supporting them, anyone backing them. The derangers, the same thing. It's like us squadrons of people who support Harry and Meghan are just some aliens. They cannot believe that we exist, and that's why we have to keep doing it and doing it, and hope that they will come to a point that, you know what, the whole world, in fact, will be like, hey, whoa, the downfall will just start. So anyway, I hope you understand. I'm sorry I went into it a lot. So there is a meltdown again happening, and this is from the royal expert. So after years of telling us that the UK media has shunned Harry and Meghan, they cannot stand Harry and Meghan, they hate Harry and Meghan. Now they're diverting to other ways because everything they said has been debunked. So when Harry and Meghan were making an entrance to Kris Jenner's birthday, there were paparazzi. So many of the celebrities were photographed coming in, going out. But again, the UK media is like, Harry and Meghan were photographed outside. They could not go in. That somehow Harry and Meghan called the background, the paparazzi on themselves. Mind you, there are tons of celebrities who were photographed there. But now it's only Harry and Meghan who called paparazzi. So you had these two royal experts literally losing it. I've never seen people losing it or being pissed just because someone chose to spend their night at a birthday party supporting a friend. Duh. So you had Richard Eden, aka Maureen, saying Prince Harry and Meghan discover their place in the Hollywood hierarchy. To reduce his Eden confidential column. So now they're saying that, so many people are there at the top 1%, right? Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and just Beyonce was there. Oprah, Gayle, Mariah Carey. There were so many people there. These are top of the top, right? And now they're saying that Meghan was the least famous at that party, that the hierarchy, that Beyonce was top of the top. So Meghan all of a sudden, the thing with the UK media and hierarchy and just this who's more popular than who is honestly so sick. So according to this cloud, there's a part. So let me get that part where he's saying, as a member of the royal family, the Duke of Sussex is used to being at the top of the social ladder. In Hollywood, however, Harry is learning others are on higher ranks. At the weekend, he and Meghan had to run the gauntlet of the paparazzi outside Jeff Bezos' Beverly Hills mansion. But when they finally arrived at the party, they found Beyonce was already there, having been allowed to drive up to the property, with the media unaware. One thing with Queen Bee, she always knows how to ditch paparazzi. You can go on social media and search. This woman knows how to ditch paparazzi. She will hide. You just like, oh, you think later on she'll post on her Instagram like, wait, she was there? And no, most people did not even know Beyonce was there until Kris Jenner posted Beyonce at the party. People saw Jay-Z, but Beyonce literally hid under the car. That's what people are saying, to ditch paparazzi. So because Meghan and Harry were photographed walking in, that's just somehow, mind you, so many people were photographed walking in. And then these clowns forget that Beyonce loves Harry and Meghan. The way Beyonce loves Harry and Meghan, the way they love Beyonce, they've gone to so many Beyonce concerts. So and I'm sure Beyonce was so excited to see them there. I am 1,000%. She lit up seeing them there. A lot of people did. All these people were excited. Let me tell you, if these people did not want Harry and Meghan anywhere near there, they will not be there. That's a fact. So now Harry and Meghan are the lowest in ranks because what? Beyonce and the rest were there. And if they were the lowest in ranks, tell me why. The Kardashians are huge. They're very, very popular, right? But tell me why people are talking about Harry and Meghan at the birthday party. Tell me. Even the same pathetic derangers saying, well, Kris and who? Kim deleted Harry and Meghan's pictures because they were outshone. Like, everyone is talking about Meghan and not their birthday. So they got jealous and they're like, no, we don't want this. They deleted that. Even they know. But they'll tell you the lowest in the ranks. Everyone is talking about Harry and Meghan at that party. Mind you, it was Kris Jenner's birthday. Do you want to tell me that they're not popular? You want to tell me they're the lowest in rank? Get out of here. And then you have another one. Sorry. The other one. This is Liz Jones. The way these people are jealous. This was Liz Jones. This was the time to put selfishness and petty squabbles aside. Instead, Clown Harry partied with the tacky Kardashians, and Meghan's beaming smiles reveals the truth. So there you have it. They're jealous. One, that Harry and Meghan get to be associated with the Kardashians. Second, that Meghan did not wear that poppy. That alone, we put that down. Like, let that one rest. You just know they're pissed that their faves were not invited. They cannot even get to these events. They're jealous because they know no one wants anything to do with William and Mumbles. If they wanted to, they would have gone, no? I mean, they told us that Hollywood and royalty don't mingle. So you see why this is pure jealousy, and the way that they do not have a control over Harry and Meghan is just because they know Harry and Meghan being surrounded with such elite people, it's game over. Like, banking with these people is insane. The Hollywood loves them, contrary to what they've been telling us all along. So here are some of the comments, my loves. The Sussex says, but Richard, you say they were shunned by Hollywood, yet they were in the same room as Stevie Wonder, Adele, Beyonce, Oprah, the Hiltons. I mean, seems like your sources are ill-informed. Rose says, just like how all the royals aren't at the top of Hollywood hierarchy, America doesn't care about royals as much as you all want to think. All the celebrities had to go through the paps. Beyonce always misses the paps, has done it for years. If you want her at your party, you'll first make a way for her to go in privately. Harry and Meghan didn't walk the carpet at Baby to Baby event, even though all other celebs did. They went in privately. So what's your reasoning there, going by your logic? Rose says, so if they missed the event, you'd say they were snubbed and the Hollywood elite didn't welcome them in. But when they go, you have to make up another excuse. You show yourself as being stupid by making up non-existent hierarchies. You aren't in the know of Hollywood's happenings. Troy says, so by your logic, all the other guests papped outside ran to pubs for pictures. What's with the British reporters being shameless when writing? You got bribed by dog kibbles and never stopped dragging your integrity on the floor to lie about Harry and Meghan. Lana says, what is it with you Brits and how popular someone is? Who gives a shit? Honestly, just let them live their life and be happy for Christ's sakes. Concentrate on your own grifting royals for a change. I am says, in other words, more made up bullshit by Richard, who wasn't there. He knows no more than the rest of us, but knows writing bullshit about Harry and Meghan gets way more clicks than writing about the leftovers who are busy pretending to distance themselves from Andrew. Camilla says, the Andrew family is out and about today begging for headlines. All the UK media can talk about are the almost 48-hour-old pics of Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex pics from Kris Jenner's birthday bash. The leftovers can run naked through the streets and the media will focus on Harry and Meghan. Okay. Michelle says, shame on Liz Jones writing such crap in this scum of the earth toxic rag. Writing bullshit will be your legacy, love. Bexy says, Liz Jones just sounds jealous she wasn't invited to the party. There's a thing called time zones. Saturday nights are not Sundays, especially in different countries, clown. But when do facts matter? Ivy says, what do you want him to do? Hide somewhere, never to be seen? Even when you don't see them, you find something to complain. Pop says, can the Phil please explain why Harry and Meghan should do as they wish with their lives? I know they are crap reporters, but really, surely they can read and use their one brain cell. Lady says, as opposed to Will and Kate hanging around with the tacky Beckhams? One says, you do realize they will live their lives with the people that matter, and the British press and online trolls do not matter. Absolutely. That's how you nail it. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Thank you for tuning in. As always, let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.